That is not a soundtrack. That is the actual sound of water, real water, exploding into the vacuum of space from a world so small it could fit inside the continental United States. A moon so insignificant we almost ignored it completely. And, hidden beneath its frozen shell, something that should not exist this far from the sun. An ocean. A warm, living, churning ocean. In the darkest, coldest corner of the solar system. And in 2023, scientists found the last ingredient they were looking for. After that discovery, the room went quiet. This is Enceladus, and what is hiding inside it might change everything we thought we knew about life in the universe. For centuries, we looked at Saturn and saw only the rings. We were mesmerized by the golden giant, by its perfect halo of light, by its impossible beauty floating in the dark. We barely noticed the small white dot orbiting quietly in its shadow. Enceladus. Moon number 6. A tiny ball of ice, 500 kilometers wide, reflecting more light than almost any other object in the solar system, so perfectly white it almost glows. We assumed it was dead, a frozen rock, silent, empty, irrelevant. We were wrong. In 2005, the Cassini spacecraft, humanity's lone messenger at Saturn, did something that changed science forever. It flew close to the south pole of Enceladus. And what it found made engineers stop and check their instruments twice. Erupting from the surface, from long, deep fractures in the ice that scientists would later call tiger stripes, were geysers, not small geysers. Massive columns of water vapor and ice particles exploding hundreds of kilometers into space at supersonic speed. Enceladus was bleeding. From those 4 tiger stripe fractures, more than 200 kilograms of water was being launched into space every single second. Saturn's gravity was catching this material, spreading it into a vast, thin ring around the planet, the E-ring, built entirely from the tears of this tiny, wounded moon. The smallest moon in the solar system was feeding the largest planet. But the question that kept scientists awake at night was simple. Where was all that water coming from? Beneath the frozen surface of Enceladus, beneath a shell of ice several kilometers thick, there is an ocean. Not a small pocket of water. Not a frozen lake. A global ocean of liquid water stretching all the way around the moon, in contact with a rocky seafloor below and a ceiling of ice above. An ocean that has existed, scientists believe, for millions, perhaps billions of years. Think about what that means. On Earth, everywhere we find liquid water, we find life. At the bottom of the deepest oceans, in boiling hydrothermal vents, in frozen Arctic lakes buried under kilometers of ice, life finds a way. And Enceladus has liquid water. But water alone is not enough. Life, as we understand it, needs more than just water. It needs heat. It needs chemistry. It needs the raw ingredients to build the complex molecules that make biology possible. And one by one, Cassini began finding them inside those geysers. Salt. The ocean beneath Enceladus is a saltwater ocean, like Earth's. Hydrogen. Molecular hydrogen, produced by hot water reacting with rock on the ocean floor. The exact same process that powers life in Earth's deep-sea hydrothermal vents. Organic molecules, complex carbon-based compounds, the building blocks of life as we know it, drifting up through the ocean and blasting into space through the tiger stripes. The checklist was growing. Water, heat, salt, hydrogen, organic molecules. Scientists needed one more thing, one final ingredient: phosphorus. On Earth, phosphorus is essential to all known life. It is the backbone of DNA. It is inside every cell in your body. Without it, life as we understand it cannot exist. For years, scientists searched the data from Cassini's flights through the geysers of Enceladus. And in 2023, years after Cassini had been destroyed, researchers finally found it, hidden in the data, quietly waiting, phosphorus, inside the geysers, coming from the ocean below, every known ingredient for life, confirmed. When the paper was published, one scientist described the moment in the room when they realized what they had found. Everyone went quiet, because the implications were too large to say out loud. Beneath the ice of Enceladus right now, as you listen to this, there is a dark ocean. Hydrothermal vents on the sea floor pumping heat and minerals into the water above them. Exactly like the vents on Earth's ocean floor, where some scientists believe life on our planet first began. The water is warm, it is salty, it is full of the chemistry of life. And we have absolutely no idea whether something is swimming in it. We have never sent anything beneath the ice. We have only tasted what Enceladus throws into space through its wounds, and what we tasted told us everything life needs is already there. Saturn is responsible for all of it. This tiny moon should be frozen solid. At this distance from the sun, it receives almost no heat. By every calculation, it should be a dead, silent rock. But Saturn will not let it rest. The gravitational pull of Saturn and of the other moons orbiting nearby squeezes Enceladus constantly, flexing it, deforming it, kneading it like a ball of dough in a giant invisible hand. This tidal flexing generates heat deep inside the moon. That heat warms the ocean. That warmth keeps the water liquid. That liquid water carves its way through the ice and explodes into space. Saturn is torturing this small moon, and in doing so, it may have created the conditions for life. The most terrifying planet in the solar system may be the reason life exists somewhere else in the solar system. There is a mission being planned. It is called Enceladus Orbilander, a spacecraft designed to orbit Enceladus, fly through its geysers, and land on its surface. If it launches, and if it finds what scientists suspect may be hiding in that dark ocean, it will be the most important discovery in the history of human civilization. Not the discovery of ancient fossils, not the discovery of dead chemistry, the discovery of living organisms. Right now, in our own solar system, orbiting the same sun we do, we would not be alone. We have never been alone. Enceladus is not waiting for us to find it. It is already broadcasting. Every second it launches 200 kilograms of its ocean into space, a signal written in water and chemistry, drifting through the rings of Saturn, waiting for someone intelligent enough to read it. We built Cassini. We flew it 4 billion miles. We tasted the ocean of another world. And what we tasted said, "Come back, look closer, bring better instruments. Something might be here. The void is not empty. It never was.